Let's introduce you to Prodemand. Okay, and of course you can find this with your laptop, prodemand.com. Now, mine will log in because I've done it so often. It remembers me, obviously, but the login is student at BYUI Auto, and the password we'll give you. I'm going to look up a 2010 Buick LaCrosse. This is not the vehicle you'll be using with your lab exercise, but this is only a sample. So I'm going to get the 3.0 engine, the CXL model. It is all-wheel drive. I'll use this vehicle. This is right. It's got the 6-speed transmission. Okay, that's the right vehicle. So some simple things to be aware of. One, I love the fluid capacities segment. Okay, I look at what transmission fluid it takes, Dexron 6, for example, and if I'm just doing maybe a filter, you can pull a plug on these and drain. There's not really a bottom pan. There's a side pan on this particular transmission, but you could add about that much. It's not a full flush, but let's see, brake fluid. Of course, it uses DOT3. The differential oil, because it is all-wheel drive. Now, if you Google that part, you'll probably come up with 7590. Okay, sometimes you got to do that. Here's the engine coolant type. It is DexCool. Okay, so there's the fluid capacities tool. Let's go to DCC Index. When you look up a code, go and use this tool. Okay, what's going on? Here we are. All the DTCs for this vehicle are listed here. All right, so let's just say I got a P0. Oh, let's use a 171, shall we? P0171. So fuel system lean, right? You can go over and get some actual details. Okay, it's a 3.0 liter engine. Here's what's neat about this feature. You can go in here and look up the actual description. Of course, it's bank 1, lean, and then a description as how it happens. Conditions for setting or running the DTC. It gives you a whole list of things that's got to at least happen before the DTC can even set. Okay. Some verifications. Anyway, you get an idea of what this code really is all about. You just don't go throwing some parts at the car. Okay, let's get over here to service manual, or I can look up service manual this way. Either way, it doesn't matter. It'll take me to the same place. I'm working on brakes. If I hit brakes, it'll come up, and I want to go look at mechanical, hydraulic stuff if I'm doing, say, a disc brake service. Now, here's the specifications. Here's another neat feature, description and operation. Say you're inside, or you're working on a system, and you don't know how the system operates. Quite often, there's this description and operation of a system to help you understand what you're dealing with, be it a traction control system, be it analog brakes, something like that. So let's go to specifications, because that's what I am going to have you look at for the 2014 Ford Explorer. So fastener tightening, disc brake components. So if I come over here to disc brake components, front brakes, disc guard thickness, when it gets down to 1.07 inches, it should be thrown away. The maximum allowable lateral runout on this vehicle is about 2/1000ths of an inch. Generally, this isn't more than 3, maybe 4/1000ths, okay? These are all pretty similar. There's another specification I wish to pull off here. The rotor maximum allowable thickness variation. So is it uniform in its thickness clear around the rotor? Look at this specification. About 2.5 10,000ths is what's allowed. Sometimes this is a half a thousandth. So that might be a 0.0005 or a 4, but in this case it's 2.4. That's really not a lot of tolerance. You will not measure that with a micrometer likely. Um, most micrometers only measure down to 3 decimal points, not 4. Anyway, so, and there's your new rotor thickness, but those are some things to be aware of when using this tool. Okay, that's service manual. I'm going to go back to home. Actually, I probably should have went to first search because that brings me back to this page here. While I'm here, look at this. Here's some common DTCs with this vehicle. It'll take you to some links to help you diagnose. Here's the firing order for the engine. Okay. What else we got? Thermostat, drive belt stuff. Anyhow, a great tool. It is definitely to be utilized in this class. We'd ask you to use it in class and in the lab. Don't really use it at home. Our license doesn't extend beyond the IP addresses beyond the Austin building. Thank you. Okay, so there's an introduction to Prodemand.